How you doing, dude? It's been a while.
I know, it's been too long.
This is Aristotle. Let's talk a little bit about your past, just like how you got into what you're doing right now.
Yeah, my name's Aristotle. I found and run a marketing consultation company called By Any Means. We've worked with people such as Rick Ross, Fabulous, Trey Songz, Ludacris, Kanye West, Eclipse, The Roots. And now we're in a transitional phase of doing more corporate stuff, commercials, pilots, and then eventually moving into movies.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Everything kind of happened organically. We started off with an artist by the name of J. Cole, and that was a really interesting project because I was working very closely with him, and he wasn't really signed yet. You know, now he's Jay-Z's flagship artist on Roc Nation. When I was working with him, he was still trying to get a situation. What it did is it allowed me and my creative team to be really creative. Usually when you work with established artists or established clients, they have a very specific vision because they've already marketed themselves to the consumer. They have certain expectations as far as their brand goes. With J. Cole, it was different because, there was no box for him yet. So it allowed us to try a wide variety of different things. It took a lot of preparation as far as me, honing my craft and really understanding where I wanted to go. We saved ourselves on a mistake or two because of all the work we put in prior. From all of that content that we developed, it showed our diversity and it allowed us to bring a cultured view to, urban music. We took all that content that we developed for J. Cole and we showed it to other artists and they were impressed by it. With God's blessing, things have been, quite well thus far.
My website is called Live, Learn, Love, Leave. My goal in life is to teach others like, oh, listen, you're here for a very short period of time. It's your choice to make your life what you want it to become. You've done that, right? How did you find your passion, right? So you work for yourself. How did you find the passion to just take control and live your life?
You know what? I couldn't even tell you how I found it. It just found me. I knew what I wanted to be doing. I knew that I wanted to influence people with my thoughts and my ideas.
But a lot of people know they have dreams. That's called your dream, right? What kept you going on that dream? Because people go this way and never reach their dream.
I went through a lot of tough times. I worked at recording labels, and by working at different record labels, I experienced different environments and different tempos. I have a lot of different inspirations. I look towards the world and the people that I interact with on a daily basis for inspiration, whether they know it or not. I was just really persistent and I honed my craft and I studied the people before me, the people who were successful and who were not successful. I think success is a combination of preparation, being able to think on the fly with a little bit of luck.
What's one of the biggest things you've learned?
It's peaks and valleys, and I think the secret to life and the secret to success is knowing how to maintain and balance in between the highs and the lows. And I think this goes with business and with life. Sometimes you get overwhelmed and you work so much, especially for me because I'm a consultant. I can go 4 months and not have a minute to breathe and then go 2 months and have nothing going on. I've learned over time that down period is something that's a benefit to me. It's actually a resource. Because I utilize that time to become a better person, leading me into that next flurry of work and just kind of regroup with my team and mentally, internally. And, when I go back into the eye of the storm, I'm a little bit more prepared than I was the last time.
Love is a word that's so, it's hard to define. Everyone has a different definition for it. What would be your definition of love?
Purity, being pure with somebody, whether you love someone or you love something or I think it's being pure, having no malicious intent, genuinely appreciating something for what it really is, for the faults and the positives.
You've blessed a lot of people by giving them jobs. Me, for one, you put me onto a lot of projects. We did Vevo with you, Busta Rhymes, Fab stuff, and I know you've helped tons of people, J. Cole including. So how has helping people, spreading love really, how has that helped you enrich your life?
I think in this business specifically, in the business of entertainment, it's primarily relationships. I learned a while ago that everybody can deliver a quality product, but it's that process of developing the product that will make somebody want to come back to you. There's always somebody else that can do what you do. And the majority of the time, there's somebody else that can do what you do even better than you can do.
That is really, wow. Go ahead.
you know, it's that rapport that you build with somebody. You know, I think it's like working with people and learning how to digest people's criticism and opinions and outlook on things, and kind of making a gumbo of that and making your own assessment and applying that to the project that you're doing. You know, I've been fortunate enough to work with some of the youngest and the brightest. You know, that's a big secret for me too. Everybody around me is better than me. I keep people who are better than me at photography, directing, writing. I'm inspired by everyone around me. So, you know, even though I've helped a lot of people have helped me. You know, it's that give and take process that allows us to all grow as a business. So I appreciate that.
If you don't create a legacy for yourself, someone will write about, oh, you did A, B, and C. So
right.
what do you want to be remembered for?
I think I want my legacy to be someone who had respect for the people around him and the work that we were creating. I'd like my legacy to be someone who encouraged integrity in the world, and who maybe even changed people's thought process in urban culture. Yeah, we're in a really interesting place. 2010 was an amazing year for us as a company. We were the primary force behind Fabulous There Is No Competition 2 mixtape and EP, which was one of the most influential bodies of music to hit last year. We did the artwork for the EP, shot all of the music videos, most of the viral marketing, most of the press. I think 2010 was our entryway into, you know, mainstream culture. And for 2011, I would like to focus more on art and community and kind of the people who need a help in order to get out. We've also partnered with one of the leading, you know, urban blogs out there, which is freeonsmash.com. We've partnered with them and developed a monthly program where we pick a new artist and they're the featured artist on freeonsmash.com for the month. Like, you know, I have huge appreciation for those guys because, you know, they're not pay for post. They have integrity for the things that they post up. They listen to everything that they put up. They're not just putting it up because it's a friend and a favor. I respect those guys, and we've developed this new program where, you know, we take a new artist, we develop original content for them, we put money into their project, we don't rush anything, we roll it out like an album, and the artist's opinion matters. You know, and that's something that even major labels aren't doing. We're also going to start doing some more philanthropy and working with kids this year. We just signed up for the Big Brothers as a company. So, you know, at least twice a month, we're going to take these kids, you know, some kids with us onto a video shoot or onto a photo shoot, or while we're designing album covers. So that way they can see that, you know, you don't have to be a rapper or a drug dealer or a basketball player in order to influence mainstream culture or to be successful coming out of the inner city. And I was fortunate enough that some of my first projects were with the biggest artists in the world. And that's such a rarity, you know, and I think that's what makes our story so unique. You know, the first video I ever directed was for Busta Rhymes.
By any means, we fucking it up with the motherfuckers again. That's what it is, man. You know what I mean?
Taking all those resources and taking all those experiences from working with the bigger artists and helping some of the newer ones and some of the people who need the help more than others. You know, I want By Any Means to be a platform for these people to get their vision across and to influence mainstream culture with what they think is cool. You know, so if that was our legacy, that would be, you know, that would be an amazing tombstone.
I think you're amazing, and I follow all your work. You're gonna change the game, man. Well, you've already changed the game. I see you up there with the Puffies, the Jay-Z's, the guys who are just making things happen and changing other people's lives. You know, because you have the strength and the courage to just go forward, you know, and make your own way in life.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, like you said, we've worked together on many occasions, so I appreciate, you know, working with you and everything that we've done. I think we've done some amazing work together, and we still have more amazing work to do. But yeah, thank you for the kind words. We greatly appreciate it.
Man, let's get some Thai food sometime, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Yo, man, they got I don't know if we went to that spot, but over there on Ludlow and Rivington, man, they just started doing this pineapple chicken fried rice. Yo,
Oh,
man.
I think we went there.
Oh, man.